right, shalom. First, let's start by saying our praise to Yahweh Shem Abishai, by Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the will, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. As you can see, it says 5 officers fired in Nicholas investigation. So I'm going to play the clip and add the precepts.
5 Memphis police officers have been fired following the death of a man during a traffic stop. They are accused of violating policies, using excessive force, and failing to render aid. On January 7th, Tyree Nichols was taken into custody. His family says he was brutally beaten by officers during his arrest and died 3 days later. The news sparked protests at the National Civil Rights Museum on Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. Hello, I'm Stephanie Skirlon. Greg is off tonight. Those officers now face serious charges, and the police department and district attorney are promising to prosecute. Tonight, Memphis Police Chief C.J. Davis released a statement saying the Memphis Police Department is committed to protecting and defending the rights of every citizen in our city. The egregious nature of this incident is not a reflection of the good work that our officers perform with integrity every day. District Attorney Steve Mulroy said that he is asking for patience during the investigation, saying, I don't take situations like this lightly, and I believe firmly in transparency. I ask for your patience as we gather all necessary information so that we don't compromise the investigation or any possible future prosecution. Our WREG's Ashley Paul has been following this case since it broke, and she joins us live downtown with reaction from city and community leaders. Ashley, what are they saying?
Yeah, Stephanie. Well, tonight we finally have some of those answers we've been waiting for almost 2 weeks. 5 Memphis police officers losing their jobs over violations in the case of Tyree Nichols. Tonight we spoke with friends and advocates, though, who say this is just the beginning. Excessive use of force, duty to intervene, duty to render aid. The violations are hard to hear for close family friends like Angelina Paxton, but she says this is a good first step to bring justice to Tyree Nichols.
I was very happy to hear that these kinds of people will no longer be the men and women, but in this case, the men that are sworn to protect us. I was very happy to hear that they swiftly got rid of that problem.
Paxton says the last 2 weeks have been difficult, but today's announcement just goes to show we need reform in law enforcement.
This is a very valuable lesson in that it doesn't matter what color our officers are, there is a problem systematically.
Josh Spickler with Just City, which focuses on accountability and advocacy within Memphis, agrees. He says it's critical the Memphis Police Department is transparent. He says so far that has not been the case.
If I were accused of murdering someone, my face would have been on your television station a week ago. Everything that you could find out about me and my past would have been on your television station a week ago. These police officers have, until just now, tonight, not been identified. We've still not seen any video of this incident. We still don't know anything more than there was a confrontation, right? 2 confrontations.
And while these are good first steps, they say that
He's sitting there complaining like you don't know about the blue wall of silence, how they defend each other. But Esau, the devil, the white man, been getting away with the murders of killing blacks for a long ass time, so he can't sit there and complain about nothing, man.
they're just that, first steps. And they say these men need to be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law.
And that I really hope that my friend's life ended for something amazing to begin. I hope this is the beginning of change, real change, not the change that they promise us for years and years, and it takes generations to come. No, I hope this brings reform specifically to the city of Memphis.
Now, just to be clear, these are employment violations. Right now, no criminal charges have been filed. If they do come, they'll come from the Shelby County District Attorney once the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation wraps up their investigation. For now, reporting live downtown, I'm Ashley Paul, WREG News, Channel 3.
All right, thank you, Ashley. WREG checked each officer's background and found no infractions against any of them until now. Officer Desmond Miles Jr. was hired in March of 2017. He's been on the force for a little less than 6 years. Officers Emmett Martin and Justin Smith both started in March of 2018, giving them just under 5 years in uniform. And officers Tadarius Bean and Demetrius Haley were hired August of 2020. That's about 2.5 years on the police force. Well, investigators have video of the arrest, but they say it will not be made public until the family of Tyre Nichols sees it first. The family has hired civil rights attorney Ben Crump to represent them. Crump says he will hold a news conference Monday afternoon with the family here in Memphis, and we will be there to cover it. Crump released the statement tonight. We join Tyre's family in supporting the department's decision to terminate the 5 officers who brutalized him. This is the first step towards achieving justice for Tyre and his family. You want to stay with News Channel 3 for continuing coverage as we work to learn more about the officers who were fired and as we wait for the video to be released next week. Stay informed with News Channel 3's newscast and our webpage and with the WREG app.
All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 56. It says, the tender and delicate woman, it's like it, 54, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children which he shall leave. Right, man, so Jake is under the curses. They hate each other, man. Their eye, meaning their mind, is evil towards each other. And you know, Jake, the police hate the so-called thugs and gangbangers, or even the guys that listen to this rap music, man. You know, they're selling drugs and everything, man. You know, they hate them type of spirits on Jake, and they be ready to kill him quick, man. You know, from my experience of what I've seen in reality. You know, but you know, and then Jake sell their own people out, man. They side with the devil instead of their own people, man. But all this was done through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. That's why a lot of Israelites don't die on this side, because they just evil, man. Hosea chapter 4, verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord Yahweh, ye children of Israel, for the Lord Yahweh hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, they didn't show up no mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land. Right, the truth is here now, but Jacob not accepting the truth, man. That's why they're going to be put to death. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery. These are the acts that the Israelites commit against each other. They break out and blood touching blood. That means they killing each other. Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish. Right, that's why the land isn't nutrient bound, producing nutritious plants. That's a curse unto this unto the earth, man. And everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish. Everybody is weakening, spiritually weakening, man. They don't have the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the truth, man. And you can see it. It says, with the beasts of the field and the fowls of heaven, yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. Right, so the Lord sent curses upon this place, man. That's why all these fish are washing up from the ocean, from regular small fish to sharks. That's why all the birds fell out the sky. That's why all these beasts are dying everywhere. That's a curse upon this place because of the wickedness that's going on in this place, as well as the people. I'm going to jump to verse 4. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. See, this knowledge would have headed to where dude would have been okay. He wouldn't have got this death that he received. You know, if them officers were in the truth, they wouldn't have been in the predicament that they in now. The next step is to get them locked up for murder. It says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, meaning you're not going to be able to do the Lord's work. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, because the law was given to the blacks, and Native Americans. I will also forget thy children. Right. So not only is are the parents going to die, the children will die also, man, because they don't have the truth. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. Right, the prophets, from the apostles on down, are in the streets speaking the truth, man. And you police officers always come up trying to get, well, in the beginning they was trying to get us off the corner, harassing us, etc., man. And then it says, she cried from the chief place of concourse and the openings of the gates in the city. She uttered her voice, her words saying, right, so you police know who we are, know who the prophets are. Didn't heard the truth before, man. It says, how long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity and scorn is delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. And right, and y'all more than likely took part in that, man. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be on the police force right now. You'd have found a way to get up off the police force. It says, turn you at my reproof, right, man. Stop killing and hating your brother and framing your brother, lying, false accusing your brother to lock him up. So you can look good and make yourself money. It says, behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. Right, that's the truth is being given out by the prophets of the Lord, man, whether on the internet or whether outside on the highways and byways. It says, but you have said it not at all my counsel and with none of my reproof. Right, you don't want to hear the correction. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Right. So for all you, for the police officers that come up against the men of the Lord, trying to get them off the corners or make lies up or arrest them or false accuse them and all that, we are laughing at y'all calamities. This is funny that you got these black Negro officers going through this right now, man. And I hope they go to jail for life, man. Especially if they did it, man. Jake, police ain't no good, just like gangbangers ain't no good, man. And the sooner the Lord wipe them out, the sooner we get to the kingdom, man. So even for Jake, man. Even for Jake out here doing whatever they want to do. They declaring themselves their own gods. They idol worshiping and stuff. So they be deserving their judgment also. But it's gonna be better. It's gonna get better in the kingdom, man. And for lack of time, I was trying to get some more exhortation scriptures, but it's gonna be better for us in the kingdom. All this was because we sinned against Yahweh Shema Shai, man. And we're gonna get way better than what we have received on this side. So you ain't got nothing to worry about, man. Jake, even though he died, he in the spiritual world, waiting for the kingdom to be established. So with that being said, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai, double honors to the elders and the apostles that we will, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.